love is kind. Why'd you tell me that you love me just to leave our love behind? It may look like I'm still alive, but the truth is you destroyed me, and now in your grave I lie. Now my heart is a tombstone, my soul is a grave, my body is a ghost town that was lost along the way. If what goes around comes back around, I must have done you wrong. Please forgive the harm I've caused, and I'll go back where I belong. Leave me here in my tears. Don't set me free, 'cause you know I'll never leave. Now my heart is a tombstone, my soul is a grave, my body is a ghost town that was lost along the way. If what goes around comes back around, I must have done you wrong. Please forgive the harm I've caused, and I'll go back where I belong. Please forgive the harm I've caused, and I'll go back where I belong. Opa River disappears in the trees. Wash your hands clean. In this river, you were gave the day you're born, a precious stone to bring you home. Days are dark, troubles come in, don't hide your heart. When rivers run. Regrets. The water whispers through the grove, the words you long to know, and washed over everyone you love receives cold and sweet relief. Days are dark, troubles come in, don't hide your heart. When rivers run in, are you bleeding? Do you need it? Know where you've been. Start believing in the meaning, wash you clean in the river again.
Hello, old friends. Welcome in from the rain and the snow. We've gathered here together for those outside we do not know. By this kindness to our brothers, we admit we too are cold, feel the fires of injustice, sing the songs of winter folk. I'm Tom May, and this is Winter Folk time again. Winter Folk 37 at the Alberta Rose Theatre, Saturday, February 21st, 2026. Tracy Grammer will be our headliner, flying back from Massachusetts to again grace us with her beautiful songs and amazing stage presence.
And I fly away beyond these walls.
Winter Folk 37 at the Alberta Rose Theatre, Saturday, February 21st at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at winterfolk.org and at Music Millennium and the Alberta Rose Theatre. And this year we are raffling off this beautiful Art and Luthier guitar donated by Artichoke Music on Powell Boulevard, as well as a full day of recording at one of the finest recording studios in the Western U.S., Billy Oskay's Big Red Studio in Corbett, Oregon. Raffle tickets are just $10, available at Artichoke Music and also the night of the performance. One raffle ticket, two big prizes. Winterfolk benefits transition projects, making life better for our houseless community and all of us throughout this metro area. So we'll see you February 21st at the Alberta Rose Theatre, 7 p.m., Winterfolk 37. Concert tickets are available at winterfolk.org. Raffle tickets are available at Artichoke Music. Hello, old friends. Welcome in from the rain and the snow. We've gathered here together for those outside we do not know. By this kindness to our sisters we admit we too are cold. Feel the fires of injustice. Sing the songs of winter folk.
Ready to work and bored in the town. Cupboards bare, the bills ain't paid. No time for recovery made. Enemy food.
Just because I'm in misery, I'm not asking for no sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love.
All are gone and the men are few. All are gone and the men are few. Georgia gals, fed the hogs and milked the cows. Worked all day, farmed all night. No time for rest by the morning light. No time for rest by the morning light. Casting bullets, building tanks, all without a word of thanks. Factory bound, the war goes on, but it's back to the kitchen and the men come home. Back to the kitchen and the men come home. Dreamt of the shore, Indiana's a bore. Sat off at 16.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Artichoke. I'm Kyle, and I will either teach you how to play harmonica or sell you a harmonica, depending on what mood I'm in. I do work at the store, I do teach lessons, and sometimes I'm here on stage. We have a great show tonight, but first, a few quick announcements. One traditional question we like to ask is, who is a first-timer here in the audience tonight? Wow, well, hooray. Thank you, that's wonderful. We've got 3 bathrooms in the facility. There's one right here. It's seldom used for obvious reasons. There is one on the ground floor behind the store. Just go kind of in a big U-turn. And there's also one up the stairs. Emergency exit, in a worst case, that's both doors. That's also seldom used. We are a nonprofit, and we do welcome donations. Everybody working here in this room tonight, behind the bar, it's Lee. There's our sound and video people who are too numerous to mention. And Steve's at the door. I didn't mean to stiff you guys. So we've got a fantastic, one last announcement. Please turn off your cell phones. We are going to, I believe, do a video online thingy. So you get old, you start looking for the words, you know, you can't think of what they are. All righty. So we have an excellent performer here tonight. This is a multi-instrumentalist. He sings and plays like a maniac. I know you mean that well. That's what you're supposed to say. All righty. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. So please welcome to the Artichoke stage, Gabe Lee.
Nothing ever happens on the side of town. Bourbon, net, and bullet, I was hanging around. You were looking for love, trying to burn the whole place down. Oh, black hole in the ground. Right, you get to digging in others' affairs, taking on bets, and double dog daring. You was a lonesome device, looking for a quick repair. Oh, there, darling, there she goes. All my life, I've been a fool. I seen days where the sun don't shine, ain't got nothing really left to lose. Flying down the road, tearing through the night. Oh, falling out of love, running out of time. Sweet, sweet time. Yeah, but it's alright. Oh, and it's okay. Certain troubles abide, they're in the light of the day. Don't be losing your mind, don't get to fretting away. It only hurts for a while, gold, you were right on the money. First class, best in show. Oh, you're desperado. Yeah, but now you can't get to sleep. You're stuck at the bar, killing the pain, breaking guitars, singing old tattered love songs in the dark. Oh, just falling apart. And she goes, all my life, I've had a dream, y'all. If I wasn't such a goddamn mess, if you would have never given up on me, flying down a road, tearing through the night, oh, and falling out of love, running out of time, sweet, sweet time, oh, but it's alright, yeah, it's okay, certain troubles abide. They're in the light of the day. Don't get to losing your mind or get to fretting away. It only hurts for a while. It washes out in the rain. It only hurts for a while. It washes out in the rain. All right, okay. Lately I've got to confess, there's a jet plane engine turning in my head. Maybe that's why I'm holed up tight with the good folks of Portland on a Saturday night, right? Bittersweet, it's all the same. Cigarettes and sugar cane. What the light don't touch is all I know. To heaven or hell, God rest my soul. I've been here a long, long time, watching the days roll by. Well, and don't you know, under it all, there's a fine line between the darkness and the dawn. And if there ain't no healing without pain, sun without a little rain, for every giving there's a taking. There ain't no loving if a heart don't break. If a heart don't break. I ain't asking you to understand, no, no. The caterwauling of an impenitent man, of anything I fear the most is the lifelong sentence of a wandering ghost. you know, under it all, there's a fine line between the darkness and the dawn. If there ain't no healing without pain, sun without a little rain, for every giving there's a taking. There ain't no loving if a heart don't break. If a heart don't break, if a heart don't break, if a heart don't break. Heart's gonna break, guys. Appreciate it. It's good to be back in y'all's wonderful town. You know, part of what I do is getting the privilege and the fortune to travel and visit music communities and share stories and collect more and take them on to the next one. And I think it's like a rare thing these days. You know, songwriters have their craft, right, which is and their job, which is writing songs and connecting with people. But I think more importantly, I try to remind folks that songwriters have a responsibility to keep stories alive. And I think it's just such a powerful thing to experience in a quiet listening room like this. Over the years, I've played more and more like little house concerts, whether I'm in someone's backyard or in their barn or even in their living room, like I've done several times here in Portland. And there's really nothing more archaic than just being in a space, sharing stories and experiencing and enjoying music. That is something that we as humans have done for a very, very, very long time. So thank you for being here and supporting music. Well, I was talking about like, you know, going around to different music communities. It's kind of how my latest record came to be. I mean, I haven't put out a record since 2023. So I'm talking about this record called Drink the River that I put out in July, that summer of 2023. And it was a record that comprised the stories of others along the way and people that I'd met in my travels. And I bartended in Nashville for over a decade, so you know, you meet a lot of really sweet, interesting people in this business, and a lot of crazy motherfuckers too, you know. And eventually, you know, all these stories you know, found their way onto this record together. They just didn't seem to fit in the other kind of narratives that I was putting together for my recording project. So, Drink the River is truly a record that was created from the stories of others. The title track is kind of like the thesis, right? And when I started putting all these songs together, I realized, man, like these are the saddest songs I've got. And I started to kind of question that, because I'm like, why am I proliferating all these songs about tough things, you know, hard consequences and tough lessons. And you know, the reality is just that those are some of the most common themes of our shared human experience. And as much as you can try to you know, cover it up with you know, roses and flower petals and happy things, the truth is the tough things are what keep us together. And so I wrote this song, Drink the River, to kind of remind folks that despite that overwhelming undercurrent of I guess suffering that we have, we can build a bridge across it. You know, empathy is that bridge, and you can cross it if you choose. If I were a fisherman of hopes and dreams, I'd buy me a boat and take it out to sea, cutting waves and dodging storms. casting nets down to the ocean floor. Worst case, we go hungry and blame our luck. Have a drink, act like we don't care so much. But to keep on swimming, cast away, hooked on your own line from just the other day. And I can't drink the river to dry the land, or bury the ocean beneath the sand. But I can love you until the tide pulls me under by and by. I went searching for a pot of gold. Dad always said I had a knack for digging holes. And if faith were a shovel to any man of means, why am I always standing the dirt up to my knees? To Carolina, Swift I'll drive, edge of the road, sharp as a knife. 100 miles an hour, I'm coming home to you, hoping to make up for all the grief I put you through. And I can't drink the river to dry the land, bury the ocean beneath the sand. But I can love you until the tide pulls me under by and by, by and by. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, another song off that record, a real gut puncher, you know, this. Some songs are harder to play than others, right? So, like, there's just this terrible story of this family I knew in the Delta area, down in Mississippi, a little small town, and they were just, you know, big supporters of music, and still are. But you know, it was a young family, and they lost the mom, you know, leaving behind 2 kids and a husband, and they've been dealing with that the last 4 or 5 years, and it's wild. I've got, you know, I'm in my mid-30s, and I've got friends my age who are, you know, starting young families and stuff, and there's a lot of that suffering and, you know, cancer and just messed up shit happening, unfortunately. So, you know, it feels like these days people are a little guarded for many reasons, health being one of them, and so I think what happened when I wrote this song was I was inspired not only by the story, but I was inspired by the concept that, like, you know, that key word empathy is something that's thrown around a lot, and I don't know if that's fair to the you know, to what that word actually means. It shouldn't be thrown around lightly, is what I'm saying, I guess. And I think what a song like this has the potential to accomplish, if connected to the right soul and the right person who's listening to it, is that it's a reminder that the suffering is vast and worldwide. And I could play this song here in Portland. I could play it in New York or in Tennessee, Texas, and in Europe or in Asia. And as long as you understand the story and the basis of this suffering, then this is a story that almost everybody on the entire planet has heard it or been close to or had a similar experience to. And that's just one of those powerful things that I think will continue to bring us together whether we know it or not. So this is Marigold. It's cold in Mississippi, longest day of the year, and the geese cry in the wind as I wade into the delta, shotgun in my hand, knowing I'll never see you again. Her cancer gave no warning, dug its roots into her ground, wild as the kudzu on the highways of the South. Barely time to dream of better days to get her by. She was gone in the blink of an eye. Time to time we all lose something. It ain't worth nothing to me. Like this, all broken. Lord, if you can hear me, I swear to leave you alone. If you just pick up the phone, I'd want you to know you can take me when she goes for Marigold. Last spring you cleaned out the cast iron, you hung it up. I've been hungry ever since. Nothing fills me up no more, and the drinking sucks. It carves me up just thinking about it. I wish I could take you driving. We'd roll into town, see the Christmas lights up on the square, watching the sun go down, setting fire to the air. No, honey, we ain't gotta go anywhere. Time to time we all lose something, but it ain't worth nothing to me. Like this, all broken. Lord, if you can hear me, I swear to leave you alone. If you just pick up the phone, I'd want you to know you can take me when she goes for Marigold. 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 Sometimes in the midst of most powerful darkness, light shines through the best. And you can find beauty in the ugliest of places. Four wheels wobble through automatic doors. Greeter says, can I help you find what you're looking for? We've got steel-toe boots and G.I. Joes, shotgun shells and Oreos. Buy a coffee pot or a goldfish tank, a carton of milk or a can of paint. Saw an old man picking up a birthday cake. Saw a woman put some toys on layaway. Watched a girl kiss a boy on a baby owl. And it made me smile, and it broke my heart. In a Walmart. Beauty in the ugliest of places. You can buy you a Bible or a wedding band, frozen pizza, beer in a can. Some carts are empty, some piled high. Me, I'm standing with some flyers in the checkout line. Saw an old man picking up a birthday cake. Saw a woman put some toys on layaway. Watched a girl kiss a boy on the baby owl. And it made me smile, and it broke my heart. And that's just life. You can watch it go by in a Walmart. 4 wheels wobble through automatic doors. Greeter says, can I help you find what you're looking for? That's the Walmart song, guys. 18-wheeler, back road dealer, 100 different ways to ride. If you'd have seen what I seen, done what I done, you'd be looking for a place to hide. Even if I had a shiny silver dollar, every time I missed the promised land, I'd still be $2 shy at the back of the line. They ain't ever gonna let me in. Oh Lordy, when my pride got the best of me, when my pride got the best of me, I was stuck up, no good, son of a gun, till the good Lord set me free. Found a way to put it all together now, tried to make the whole world see. Foolish pride be gone, glory Saint Mary, hallelujah, let me be. Cold hard money, cash and clothes, living it up every day. Weekend trips out to Vegas, right up into the repo cane. There I was on the ground with the shit coming down, till I saw shimmering lights, Lady Luck in a 2-piece bikini, come to fly me home through the night. Lordy, when the dealer got a hold of me, when the dealer got a hold of me, I was a rolling, reeling, 2-time cheating till the good Lord set me free. Found a way to put it all together now, tried old dance room hall. Seats reserved for all the folks in Nashville writing them phony-ass country songs. And if people ever get to asking Mr. Gabe Lee how you end up here, I look them dead in the eye. My only reply is to hit them with a mile-long stare. Lordy, when the devil got hold of me, when the devil got hold of me, I felt a black hole way down deep in my heart till the good Lord set me free. Found a way to put it all together now, tried to make the whole world see. You punk ass, the devil be gone. Glory, Saint Mary, hallelujah, let me be. You punk ass, the devil be gone. Glory, Saint Mary, hallelujah, hallelujah, let me be. Oh. It's Honky-Tonk Hill, everybody. Nice, thanks. Yeah, sure. Let's see. I'll do one more off that record. Let's do 2-4. Yeah, Honky-Tonk Hell was the second record I ever put out, and first record was 2019, and then Honky-Tonk Hell was we put it out on March 13th of 2020. It's impeccable timing. Yeah, I've never financially recovered. Yeah, but you know what? Folks found a way to connect to music and art one way or the other, right? Which is pretty interesting. That during that time, people were still finding a way to connect and also disconnect, right? To be entertained and to engage. And so, for better or worse, the Honky-Tonk Hell record is like just very viscerally connected to that particular phase in all of our lives. It was like Tiger King making sourdough and Honky-Tonk Hell. It was like that. Yeah, at least for my wife. But either way, it's not like the record was completely lost. I mean, it still had its place in the series of stories I was telling, and this is a song about left behind places. I haven't played in a while. I hope I can get through it, but we all have people, places, and things, and jobs, and relationships, and just placeholders in our life. I think mile markers in our life that at the time it's like this is my permanence, and this is going to be forever, and my whole life is consumed by it, and you can't see yourself being without that one thing or whatever it might be, right? And somehow when things don't work out right, and you have to move on, when you're forced to move on, there are moments when you think you can't possibly get around it or get over it, and then that's when you experience like heartache, right? Like your chest actually hurts, and human beings our minds are very powerful, and as much as we can get stuck in a rut, we can also throw it into four-wheel drive and get out of that rut sometimes. Anyways, this is about like the left behind places in your heart and your minds, the ghost towns of your soul. This is called Imaging. I struck out on the road tonight. Redneck leather, Japanese tires, running from a woman, looking for a fight, breaking down from time to time. When I woke up in the morning, I must have lost my way. Wound up smack dab, middle of Ghost Town, USA. Backwoods, Mississippi, population 23. I came by to take a load off Now I never wanna leave. Ain't nothing to see. Just a little patch of rough hiding in the green. And you can tell the folks back home if they're still asking after me. I'm working it all out in Imogene. Shotgun City, tell her motor roll, streaks of lightning buzzing on the coal. I used to work all day and work all night. I spill my heart out on the slide. Well, it's hard to make a living, y'all, hiding money in a can. 'Cause you can't cash out what you ain't cashed in. You take your dead-end job off a dead-end street and throw it on the record, hon. Put it on repeat. Ain't nothing to see. Just a little patch of rough hiding in the green. And you can tell the folks back home if they're still asking after me. I ain't ever coming back. I ain't ever coming back. I ain't ever coming back to Imogene. I got a couple more, and then we'll do a short break, and y'all can go see Lee at the bar. And then I'll go with round two and play some piano songs, and I'll wrap it up with a few more after the break. So. Here's a sweet song that's been floating around Nashville for a long time. One of my mentors, he wrote this song like 25 years ago, and it just he moved to Nashville to be a songwriter, but it's just one of those things where the dream didn't necessarily chase him back, and so he was, a lot of it was kind of the consequences of his own actions, but he just never really wanted to like play the game in Nashville, and never wanted to sell out or kiss ass, and all things I'm really good at, right? Obviously. So he just like never wanted to compromise his art and his storytelling for the industry, and so that can be heavily respected from songwriters of all backgrounds. So Ray, did his thing in Nashville for many years, and he passed just a few months ago, and my buddies and I, when we first started going out and playing these little songwriter rounds in Nashville, there was a particular place called Bobby's Idle Hour that is still around today, and I highly recommend if you enjoy just kind of seeing stuff like this on a 24/7 basis, pretty much. A lot of great songwriters go through there, and when we first entered that community, Ray was there to kind of welcome us in and take us under his wing, and also most importantly, not teach us necessarily about music, but about what it meant to be part of a community, right? That doesn't want anything from each other, rather just pushing everybody upwards. So the normal competitive grind of the music industry in Nashville, right? So Ray, you can tell he was very important to me, and he still is. And my buddies and I, who were influenced by him, inspired by him, we play his songs at every opportunity we get. So this is a very sweet song with a great twist, and it's called Beverly. had some drinks and we talked a while about the good old days. Ain't it funny how the years fly by? We were the best of pals, him and I. Let's have another one, what do you say? Oh, and by the way, do you ever see Beverly? Boy, that girl meant the world to me. But with the drinking and the drugs and stuff, one day she finally had enough. I should have made that woman my wife. Guess I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Yeah, you can say it's been hell for me. If you ever see Beverly. I said I still see her regularly. Man, she looks just the same to me. She's got a little girl and boy now, named Savannah and Ben. He said I've been a little down on my luck, so could you spare a pal a couple of bucks? Let's have another one, what do you say? Oh, and by the way, do you ever see Beverly? Boy, that girl meant the world to me. But with the drinking and the drugs and stuff, one day she finally had enough. I should have made that woman my wife. Guess I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Yeah, you can say it's been hell for me. If you ever see Beverly. So I got up and left him there, $20 and a bottle of beer. Once I got home, I told my wife, well, I saw an old friend of yours tonight. And this is what he said, Bev. He said, do you ever see Beverly? Boy, that girl meant the world to me. But with the drinking and the drugs and stuff, one day she finally had enough. I should have made that woman my wife. Guess I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Yeah, you can say it's been hell for me. If you ever see Beverly. Yeah, you can say it's been hell for me. If you ever see Beverly. That's Beverly by my friend Ray Sisk. Thank you guys so much. Why don't y'all take a break? I think that's 45 minutes and come back and do another 45. Thank y'all.
Hello, old friends. Welcome in from the rain and the snow. We've gathered here together for those outside we do not know. By this kindness to our brothers we admit we too are cold. Feel the fires of injustice. Sing the songs of winter folk. I'm Tom May, and this is Winter Folk time again. Winter Folk 37 at the Alberta Rose Theatre, Saturday, February 21st, 2026. Tracy Grammer will be our headliner, flying back from Massachusetts to again grace us with her beautiful songs and amazing stage presence.
And I fly away beyond these walls.
Winterfolk 37 at the Alberta Rose Theatre, Saturday, February 21st at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at winterfolk.org and at Music Millennium and the Alberta Rose Theatre. And this year we are raffling off this beautiful Art and Luthier guitar donated by Artichoke Music on Powell Boulevard, as well as a full day of recording at one of the finest recording studios in the western U.S., Billy Oskay's Big Red Studio in Corbett, Oregon. Raffle tickets are just $10, available at Artichoke Music and also the night of the performance. One raffle ticket, two big prizes. Winterfolk benefits transition projects, making life better for our houseless community and all of us throughout this metro area. So we'll see you February 21st at the Alberta Rose Theatre, 7 p.m., Winterfolk 37. Concert tickets are available at winterfolk.org. Raffle tickets are available at Artichoke Music. Hello, old friends. Welcome in from the rain and the snow. We've gathered here together for those outside we do not know. By this kindness to our sisters we admit we too are cold. Feel the fires of injustice. Sing the songs of winter folk.
Let's see, guys. Some nights are heavy, some days are dark, some years you're just holding on. You pray you don't fall apart. Some roads lead to big old hills that you gotta climb, and some hills keep rolling on, make you wish you had wings to fly. And if the cold is a loving you've been trying to weather, him sink into the Galilee. I tried running till I got stuck. Man, I tried praying, Lordy, but the praying wasn't nearly enough. I tried holding up my head like nothing was wrong. Man, you can change the way you sing. It don't change the song. If the cold is a loving you've been trying to weather, long gone is the time used up trying to keep it together. If I had one more shot to pull together everything I thought I believed, I'd throw them all back in the sea. Yeah, throw them all back in the sea. Let them sink into the Galilee. Hey, now you don't have to go to church tomorrow. Tell the big man you're covered. I learned this song because I've been playing a lot in Texas, and you know, every once in a while I'll play a dive bar or a honky-tonk or a dance hall in Texas, and like there's like this big group of cowboys that are just like looking at me weird, and just like they're just confused, you know. I'm confused too, brother. I don't know how I got here, right? So, but I think it's important, like when you're playing new music communities, you know, sometimes you got to win them over and you got to connect with them a certain way. So I just it's important, I think, to bring parts of that community back into itself. And so I learned some George Strait songs, and I learned some rodeo songs. This is one of my favorite rodeo songs. It's an old Dan Seals classic called "Everything That Glitters Is Not Gold." It's just a beautifully written song. Saw your picture on a poster in a cafe out in Phoenix. Guess you're still the sweetheart of the rodeo. As for me and little Casey, we still make the circuit in a one-horse trailer and a mobile home. She still asks about you all the time, and I guess we never even crossed your mind. But oh, sometimes I think about you, the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, the sunlight on your hair, and the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Little Casey, she's still growing. She started asking questions about certain things a man just doesn't know. Her birthday came and you never even called. And I guess we never crossed your mind at all. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out your rhinestones and your sequins, the sunlight on your hair, and the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Everybody said we'd make it big someday, and I guess that we were always in your way. But someday you will finally know the cost, that for everything you win, there's something lost. Sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones, in your sequins, the sunlight on your hair, and the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that glitters. Dan Seals. Cool. Slaps. Thank you. Slaps is a good thing now, right? Some slaps. When I first met you, I didn't know a damn thing. I just set out to find my way. I didn't have no money, just a set of wheels and a whole lot of time to kill. I'll be rolling on a southern wind, cold and weathered by the storm. Please leave your light on. Help me get back home well before the dawn. Oh, my Delilah, don't you miss me when I go? Soon I'll be riding, trying to find my way back home. When I first left you, it was only meant to be a few days. Now it's been 6 long months since I lost my way. struck me blind. I guess I was wrong for ever leaving you behind. That's right. I'll be rolling on a southern wind, cold and weathered by the storm. Please leave your light on. Help me get back home well before the dawn. Oh, my Delilah, don't you miss me when I go? Soon I'll be riding, trying to find my way back home, trying to find my way back home. It's Delilah, guys. Yeah. Messing around. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's do this. Nashville just had a pretty bad ice storm, and it's not. I mean, I've lived in places with like bad winters, and Nashville's not one of those places normally. But there's been people without power for like 2 weeks in freezing temps, which really sucks. Just not a city that seems ever prepared. But this time, it just got so cold so quick, and there was ice hanging on the trees, and I don't think anybody could have prepared for like all these trees snapping, taking down power lines and stuff. It was a mess. We were lucky, thankfully, for the most part, and just a couple busted pipes here and there, nothing crazy. This one's about getting through the storm. Sometimes you wish you'd you hadn't pulled out and that you weathered that storm a little bit longer. Where would you be now, right? It's called Surrender to the Rain. I was just a young boy, mason jar in hand, waiting in the front yard for the storm to roll in. No stranger to the thunder, riding on the wind. I never was the brightest child, full enough to understand. Easy way to miss a long shot is dropping out of the game. If all you ever do is run and hide, you can't learn from the pain. Some people spend their whole life between the sun and the sycamore shade, but you will never catch lightning till you surrender to the rain. I was dropping out of music school, age 18. I was gonna start a rock and roll band, chasing tail in the dream. Years later, I'm a lonely man, tending bar, serving drinks. Nowadays, I switch a kegger out. Oh, but you should have heard me sing. Easy way to miss a long shot is dropping out of the game. If all you ever do is run and hide, you can't learn from the pain. Some people spend their whole life between the sun and the sycamore shade, but you will never catch lightning till you surrender to the rain. So if the sunset of your last chance nearly fading out of view is tearing you up inside, I know what you're going through. I'm not saying that a better life can't up and fall out the blue. I ain't getting any wiser, man, but this I know to be true. Easy way to miss a long shot is dropping a game. If all you ever do is run and hide, you can't learn from the pain. Some people spend their whole life between the sun and the sycamore shade, but you will never catch lightning till you surrender to the rain. You will never catch lightning till you surrender to the rain. Surrender to the rain. Monday night, it's 2 a.m. Tommy's out shutting down the bars again. Linda's home waiting on the truck door slam. The threat of leaving in her eyes. They'll dance around the same old charade. He'll say something about him working late when the edge of a bar and a whiskey drink her all he's been working tonight. He'll say sorry babe and apologize. Won't you come back to bed and help me make it right? He swears this'll be the last time. It's the last time, babe. She's heard it before 1,000 dang times walking out of the door. Ain't just the man, it's the drink in his hand. She can't fight them both anymore. They'll find happiness here and there, but this kind of love ain't what it appears. There's a darkness growing over the years behind the doors of that house, full of broken glass and broken hearts. There's nothing a man won't tear apart till Linda's been living with Tommy's scars, lifetime too long now. He'll probably come on back saying he was drunk. Give me one more shot and I'm sorry, honey. He swears this'll be the last time. It's the last time, babe. She's heard it before 1,000 dang times walking out of the door. Ain't just the man, the drink in his hand. She can't fight them both anymore. Now she's windows down, driving away, West Coast bound on that interstate. She swears this'll be the last time. Oh, the last time. When I was working on this song, I'd gotten to right about here, and I was thinking that the song was done. I was thinking that I'd kind of wrapped it up. At the time, I was writing in a house we lived in briefly in Raleigh, North Carolina. My wife was a travel nurse for many years, and I'd get off the road and I'd go out to wherever she was assigned for a few months at a time. We stayed all over. Phoenix, Seattle, D.C., Raleigh, North Carolina. She had rented this great house in Raleigh, and it was a perfect writing spot. It was a big old backyard with a sliding glass door into our living room. I'd sit on that couch and write when I was off the road. Sometimes she'd work from home, and the hallway back to the bedrooms would kind of curve around the backside of the couch, and so she'd be sitting at home sometimes listening to me work on these songs. And this one especially, when I got to right about here, I remember yelling down the hallway like, "What do you think, babe?" Linda escapes her abuser, and she fights for her independence and earns it, and she never has to deal with that bastard ever again. And I think the song's done. Reagan is my best friend and also my best critic. I remember her yelling back, "No, it's not good enough, because that motherfucker needs to die." Yep. I don't know, it's probably Johnny Cash who said it. It's not a country song until someone's dead or buried. So I took this character, and I could have had her, run him over in her truck or something, but I just kind of let time do its thing, and I still wanted to keep the message, keep the integrity behind the message, and this is what I came up with. 10 years to the day, Linda's driving back through. Scars are covered up in flyer tattoos, both the house and the man she once knew, buried in a hole in the ground. She pulls around that old brick church, barely dodging a grave of unmarked dirt. She cusses his name without saying a word. Top Gear and out of town. Some folks fly, some folks drown. Sometimes the world tries to get you down till you say, "This'll be the last time." The last time. Oh. Last time, everybody. Thanks. Yeah, she yelled it too. He's gotta die. talk a little bit about my wife, since she's not here. Yeah. It's interesting. I come from. I'm the first generation son of Taiwanese immigrants. They moved here in the '80s, looking for education and opportunity. The language lesson that I like to always give when I talk about the backstory of my parents is that, the Mandarin Chinese name for America, for the United States, is Mei Guo. It's two Chinese characters, right? Mei means beautiful, Guo means land. Okay, so whenever they're referring to the States, they're calling it Mei Guo, which just means beautiful land or beautiful place, which is kind of crazy these days, right? So they moved to the States in the early '80s. They were like exchange students. They came here on student visas and worked their butts off. And it's so funny. Taiwan is this beautiful little mountain island in the Pacific, and it's got beaches and jungles and amazing food and great sweet people. Universal health care, all sorts of great shit. And they left that little mountain island for Mei Guo, for the beautiful place, for the beautiful land, and they landed in fucking Tucson, Arizona, of all places, which has its own beauty. Don't get me wrong. But after spending time there, somehow the string of fate, grace of God, they landed in Nashville, Tennessee. So that's kind of how my brother and I were born and raised, like singing and playing, and with a love for like bluegrass and gospel and country music and everything Nashville. So as a kid, I was just like I was a piano student. I was singing in choir. I was playing in jazz band and garage bands, and I was the perfect nerd. Just a total nerd. I even played. I was like one of the state's best handbell players. You guys know what handbell is? It's like a champion. A blue chip handbell player. Yeah, I didn't get laid a lot in high school. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Anyway, so just like I was in every possible music thing I could get my hands into, and that's kind of how I wound up here today. So the first generation son of Taiwanese immigrants. So it's just so comical and beautiful in a lot of ways. The universe has a great sense of humor, and I believe in that, because as the first generation son of immigrants, I would fall in love and marry a 10th generation redneck from Alabama, which is straight out of the trailer park, no joke, and it's so funny. We dated for 3 or 4 years, and then we got married 2 years ago, and it's so interesting how our two families have kind of like collided and joined despite our massive differences. There's some great similarities in there as well. She's from Alabaster, Alabama, which, as white as it gets, right? The most white. And we've managed to kind of stitch and sew our families together and build something new, and like just kind of like unseen in her family, which is really cool, and unseen in mine as well. Although every time I go home, her brothers are trying to get me to kill something. It's just they grew up hunters, and that's just their thing. So one bush light at a time. I'm slowly becoming a redneck. It's kind of fun. Yeah. So we got married 2 years ago, and during that time we were engaged. I wrote this song for Reagan, kind of poking fun at her redneck family, but also just as a reminder to each other that as nice as all the the wedding band and the catering and the venue and all that is, all we need is each other, right? So this is just called The Wedding Song. What if the dress don't fit just right? And what if my boots are a little too tight? What if the fish are biting and your dad's nowhere to be found? What if the steak is way too tough and the band gets way too drunk? What in the hell is your mama gonna do now? Well, honey, it's not too late. Set a date with a magistrate. Yeah, we could save all that money for a house. Just you and me in a pawn shop ring. What a sight to see, you and me. Maybe your brother's gonna be right. It's gonna rain all day and night. He swears the farmer's almanac is never wrong. You know I love your family, all southern charm and profanity. It's a wonder why we even get along. Honey, it's not too late to set a date with a magistrate. Yeah, we could save all that money for a house. Just me and you and my second-hand suit with a vow to boot, me and you. Before you walk down that aisle, we'll make a break and slip on out and find a chapel with a fat Elvis somewhere. Just you and me, that pawn shop ring. What a sight to see, you and me. Yeah, that's me next to you in my second-hand suit with a vow to boot, me and you. And that's the honest to God truth between me and you. It's the wedding song. How about a John Prine song? You come home late, you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight, you come home curly. And sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. And how can a love that'll last forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the evil line today. So how can you ask about tomorrow? You ain't got one word to say. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. be on the run. Out there running just to be on the run. Thank you, John Bryan. With the song. Cool. Nice. Now here's another kind of cool cover I've been working on. Kind of an old song that's kind of familiar in the country world, but it's not sung a lot. And I'm joining a friend of mine on the road at the end of the month. She's a great country singer from Kentucky. Her name's Kelsey Walden. Total badass, and I'm going on the road with her. And I was looking. The tour is called the Ramblin' Woman Tour. So she's got. I'm an honorary Ramblin' Woman, I guess. And so, so she's got some other folks opening for her. I'm the only dude. So, I'm an honorary Ramblin' Woman. And I wanted to, choose a specific song to play in my set with Kelsey that reflected her Kentucky roots, but also was kind of about traveling. So, this is an old Patti Loveless song, and I'll try to do it justice. Way out past the boulevard, out here underneath the stars, flying past the houses, farms, and fields, leaving all I know back there, rushing through the cold night air, and holding on to nothing but the wheel. Steering clear of the interstate, I'm seeking out those old two lanes, trying to explain the way I feel. Till all at once it's 3:30 and it's down to just the trucks and me, and I'm holding on to nothing but the wheel. I've been trying to drive you off my mind. Maybe that way, baby, we could leave this all behind. And 41 goes on, and the lights go flashing in the dawn. The sky's a color now of polished steel, and the only thing I know for sure is if you don't want me anymore, I'm holding on to nothing but the wheel. I'm holding on to nothing but the wheel. Just a little taste of that. It's a great old song. Look it up. Nothing but the wheel. Yeah. I'll just do a couple more to send you all home. Obviously, thanks to the Artichoke for having us. And we've got Gene working sound. Everybody say thanks, Gene. Good man. Yeah. Partially inspired by my wife and I just recently moving into my childhood home. Which is a blessing and a challenge. She wouldn't let me board up the master bedroom, so that was our biggest issue. We're figuring it out. she's always right. We're just like the day and night, but opposites attract, I guess. She's always better than my best. Ain't nothing around here really ever her fault. She can't turn away stray cats or dogs. She steals the covers and burns the toast. Those are some of the things I miss the most. Now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't hard for me to see. All I saw was what she wasn't, instead of what she was to me. I can't recall a single day she didn't put me in my place for the things I did or didn't do. Just holding back those I love yous. Now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't hard for me to see. All I saw was what she wasn't, instead of what she was to me. Though I try to tell myself I'm better off, ever since she left, I've been lost. Now that I'm down to nothing, it ain't hard for me to see. All I saw was what she wasn't, instead of what she was to me. All I saw was what she wasn't, instead of what she was to me. I've got an old dog back home. I've had her since college, and the first thing I did when I got to college was adopt this dog, and it's because, like, you know, my brother and I weren't allowed to have anything bigger than a hamster growing up, right? So we went through hundreds of hamsters. Yeah, fetch with hamsters just isn't the same. And I wrote this song recently to kind of like, you know, help me wrap my head around and cope with watching Emma, my sweet companion, you know, lose her, you know, her hearing over the years, and her back legs don't work so good, and you know, for all the love that she's given me over the years, it's only fair that now I have to, you know, pick up her shit in the kitchen every morning, right? So it's just one of those things. It's like it's just something that we live with if you have pets. It's part of the reality of it, and it doesn't make it any easier, however you slice it. But I wrote the song with a buddy of mine, wanting to talk about good old dogs and how, you know, they have, as sad as it is to watch them go, that at the same time they hopefully have been given sweet, wonderful lives, and it makes saying goodbye not easier, but a little sweeter. So this one's called Good Old Dogs. I'll do this one and just one more, and then I'll send you home so that you know, you don't want to just run out into traffic after hearing this one. Jeez. when a good old dog is ready to go. It ain't like she's getting lost down some dark and dead-end road. She's just following her nose, 'cause it's always brought her home when a good old dog is ready to go. When a good old dog knows it's time, she won't yell or scream or fuss or bark or bite. Just put some bacon on her plate, there ain't no better way to die. When a good old dog knows it's time. She'll say, now watch out for that postman, he's coming for my bone. When a storm's blowing, without me you'll never know. I ain't afraid to leave, I'm just afraid to leave you alone. I'll tell you with my eyes all the things that you should know when this good old dog is ready to go. When this good old dog hears a fine old bell, she knows that canine heaven, well, it's the same as squirrel hell. She'll be chomping at the bit and chasing her own tail when a good old dog hears a fine old bell. She'll say, now you don't have to walk me when it's raining outside. I won't be under the table, you can keep your scraps tonight. I ain't afraid to leave, I'm just afraid to leave you alone. And I'll tell you with my eyes all the things that you should know when this good old dog is ready to go. Ready to go. When this good old dog ain't here no more, and there's no one left to greet you when you're coming through the door, till one day there's no need for that leash anymore. When this good old dog ain't here no more, don't forget to take a walk just 'cause I'm not around. Don't forget to smell the roses and the shit that's on the ground. I ain't afraid to leave, I'm just afraid to leave you alone. I'll tell you with my eyes all the things that you should know. If you thought that I was trouble, wait till you meet my ghost. When this good old dog is ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. I'm ready to go. All right, I'll send you home with one more. That's not one you can. That's not one, yeah. No. I'm not that cruel. I wrote this last song a long time ago, probably like 2016 and 2015, and it's just interesting how the power of folk songs. Like folk songs just seem to never go out of style, and maybe because of the social commentary and the necessity for that commentary will always be around as long as we humans are, right? The struggle for power and imbalances and injustices in the world. I wrote this song called "People." That was on my first record, Farmland, and people's just about you and me. It's about us, and it's about maybe some of the things that you can't trust, and circumnavigating that, and how it's kind of like dust to dust. Like we put in all this effort to make change, and but what are we? How significant are we? And that's up for you to decide, I guess. So this will be my last song. Thank you so much, Portland and Artichoke Music. You guys are so sweet. This one's called "People." Let's see. People tend to talk, FBI and all. These days, you just don't know. Hidden cameras in the phones. Believe in what you like. Electric hypnotize. Playing dirty tricks upon your eyes. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it change your mind. We're gonna catch that train. We're gonna take a ride. We'll find a one-horse town beyond the distant rise, where time keeps on, the stars go by. People tend to fight in schoolyards and the like. Tiny broken fists turn to atom bomb abyss. There ain't no one seem to know just how far this all goes, for it's dark and troubled times out on the road. Don't let it get you down. Don't pay them any mind. They built a great big wall. Good thing you learned to fly. We'll send you right across. Go tell the other side. Time keeps on. Stars go by. People tend to see ghosts, you and me, drifting through the fog like rabbits chasing dogs, pretending not to care like there's nothing really there. I guess we're only apparitions in the air. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let them see you cry. Hop on that Greyhound bus. Go on and dry your eyes into the outstretched arms under the mission lights. Time keeps on. Stars go by. Time keeps on. Stars go by. My name is Gabe Lee. That was so much fun. You guys are very sweet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lee at the bar, Gene in the back. Thanks, Mike. I'll be slinging records if you want to come say hi.